Hi, beauties. This is Farida with Farida's Beautiful Life. I talk about living a life of ease through remote work and travel. Today, I am talking about some of my experiences traveling in Grenada. It has been a wonderful short trip. I am here to do some documentation and working on getting my paperwork together so I can get my citizenship by descent. It has been such a blessing. It's been such a ride. I had a coach that I was working with. She is amazing. She helped me so much to understand the process. And I was supposed to be meeting her here, but unfortunately, she had to go to the UK to get some medical things done. And the healthcare system, how that is, and things get delayed and delayed and delayed in the UK. So she could not make it back in time to meet me. But it has been such a blessing. The lawyer that I was working with before I was working with Zoe is right down the street that way, walking distance away. Everything, the government offices are so close and everyone is so helpful. There's just this little wink and your mother's from Grenada, we've got you attitude where if I was to do all the things that I did here back in the States, it would have cost so much money and been so time consuming. Whereas here, they're just like, oh, your mother's from Grenada? Stamp, moving along, go for it. So I am so happy that I just took the trip, came down, and got so much done. So the first thing that I did was work on my passport, which is kind of backwards, it seems, but I worked on my passport first. And to do that, I needed my mother's birth certificate, my birth certificate, some other documents. If you're divorced, if you're widowed, if you are married, you need that documentation as well. So I brought that. Also, they needed what else? They needed two passport photos. And for the Muslim girlies out there, they did not accept my photos because my ears were not showing. So in my passport photos, it was, it was kind of like this, the ears were covered and so forth. They do not accept that. They want to see your entire forehead. They want to see your ears. You can still wear your hijab, but you got to show them ears, girl. So you ain't running no scams. You ain't running that ear bandit scam. So that was something that I had to take care of. The government offices are very close. It's in a place called the Botanical Gardens. It is a bus ride or a cab ride away. So once I got there, you walk up a hill to get to the office. I went into the office. I said, is this the passport office? They're like, no, you have to go up the second hill to get to the passport office. So you go up there, they look over your passport, your documents with a fine tooth comb. And one of my documents was a certified copy instead of an original. And they looked it up and down for 10 minutes, y'all. I was sweating because I did not have the original, and Texas does not give the original for that specific document. So I was sweating bullets. I came too far. And they were like, oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Your mother's from Grenada. That's fine. That's fine. So after that, they took all of my documents that I had taken so long to accumulate, and they said we have to redo your pictures. Redid my pictures, and then I had to go back down the hill to the first office I was at and pay the fee for the passport. Once I paid the fee, they gave me the receipt, and I had to go back up the hill to the passport office, and no, at that time, they took my pictures and they gave me a piece of paperwork that said, you are of Grenadian nationality. Your passport will arrive in 2 weeks, and you can have someone come and collect it if you're not on the island at that time. So I was in cloud nine. I was so excited. I called my mother, I called my daughter, I called Zoe in the UK, and I was just ecstatic. I was so ecstatic and I wanted to do more. Let's go. Let's move on to the next step. So it's just been a wonderful, wonderful experience. So when you're coming to Grenada, whether it's for pleasure or whether it's to stay for an extended stay, just make sure that you are in shape because you're going to be doing a lot of walking, a lot of going up and down hills. And thank goodness for my walking group and my 10,000 steps a day because I'm ready. If it wasn't for that walking group, I would not be able to make it. Before I went to the passport office, I went to the lawyer's office, which was about 10 minutes away. And lo and behold and lo, her office was on another hill. Beautiful, beautiful office. But just walking up that office was an ordeal the first time. So when I got up to her office, we went over the documentation and she notarized everything, made sure it was good so that I would be able to have everything notarized when I went to the passport immigration office in the botanical gardens. I also realized that what I like to do for fun is not really what a lot of people in this area of Grenada, the Grand Anse area, they are a very lively bunch, and sometimes they can be partying all through the night. My taxi drivers are telling me that I have to come back in August for Carnival and Jab Jab. And I'm not in, look at me. I'm not interested in Jab Jab. That is not my, no, it looks horrible for me. No, I respect you. You want to do it. That's great. But I think they don't understand that I am perfectly happy in my room, enjoying the breeze wafting in, or I am perfectly fine on the beach, coloring, taking a nap, floating on the water. That is fun for me. That is my vibe. I love that. I could do that all day long. Oh, I have to close this door. I had the door wide open and I was letting all the cold air out. And another highlight of this trip was meeting Kike and Tiffany. They are my Exodus Summit sisters. It is a group that is run by Stephanie Perry and Rashida Dow, and it's all for Black women who want to leave the country, start a new life overseas, take sabbaticals, rest, take long, slow vacations. So I love this group. This group is amazing. I have met so many beautiful people through Exodus Summit so far, and I hope to one day meet Stephanie and Rashida in person. I've met Dee from H&D Abroad. I've met Jay from Expat Explore. I've met Yvonne, and now I have met Tiffany and Kike, who are in Grenada now. And we met at this beautiful restaurant in Mount Parnassus. I am at a plantation breakfast at Mount Parnassus. It's really cool over here. And they make a traditional breakfast, saltfish, bakes, cocoa tea. So I'm excited. I'm waiting for my Exodus friend, and I'm very excited. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful Grenada. There is a trail over here that goes down this way. Let's see what we can see. I hate going down because I always have to come back up. Had an extraordinary breakfast. Oh my goodness. The cocoa tea, the fried bakes, the salt fish, the delicious porridge. I believe it's called Tanya. It was so amazing. So I love the environment. Black run, Black owned. We were eating our breakfast out of bamboo. It was such a beautiful experience. And then I got to listen as each one of them told me their expat experience, what led them to staying on the island for extended periods of time, and their journeys were so similar to my own. So just sharing and bonding with other women who are on similar paths, it makes you feel like you're not crazy. You're not the crazy one. Other people do this too. Thank you so much for listening. If you're interested in moving abroad, slow travel, remote work, keep staying tuned as I update you on my journey and my process and what new changes may be happening that might affect travel in the future. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. My Trusted House Sitters link is in the description box. If you'd like to travel on a budget, try house sitting, where you can look after people's pets while they're on vacation and you get free room and board. Oh, well, $12 now. They have changed the policy, $12 per stay. Still a great deal. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, you can send me a Cash App or hit the thanks button on YouTube. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.